So as a quick example, I'm asked to find what's the sine of p, the cos of p, the tangent of p. If p is the reference angle, that's this angle down here. Now I don't know how big, how many degrees p is, but because I know the sides of this triangle, I can calculate it. Well, I know most of the sides. If I'm looking at this reference angle, 3, of course, is the opposite side. 4 is the adjacent side. I'm not sure what the hypotenuse is right now. I could figure that out using the Pythagorean theorem. Let's call that'd be side n. So n squared should be equal to m squared plus p squared. M squared, of course, is 4, so 4 squared. And p is 3, so 3 squared. N squared is equal to 16 plus 9. That's n squared. That means n squared is 25, or n is 5. So now I know the hypotenuse of the triangle. Then I can calculate, even without knowing what the angle is, I can calculate what the sine of p is, because I know that it's the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So the mnemonic SO katoa can help us to remember sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and tan is opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, so the sine of p would be the length of the opposite side, that's 3, divided by the length of the hypotenuse, that was 5. The cos of p would be equal to the adjacent side, the length of it, that was 4, divided by the length of the hypotenuse, that's 5. And the tan of p would be the length of the opposite side divided by the length of the adjacent side, or 3/4. Now, if I switch over and said, well, let's take the reference angle to be m, so this angle here, now I have to change up my definition for opposite and adjacent. Hypotenuse stays the same. This is still the hypotenuse. But now this is the opposite side because it's across from angle M. And this is the adjacent side because it's a part of angle M. So if that's the case, the sine of angle M is what's opposite M. The length of that side is 4 divided by the hypotenuse, it's 5. The cos of M is going to be equal to the side adjacent to M, which has a length of 3, divided by the hypotenuse would be 5. And the tan of M is going to be the side that's opposite M. So the length of that side is 4, and it's going to be divided by the side that's adjacent to M, which is going to be 3.